Okay, hello, good people. Have you ever visited the Big Hole in Kimberley, or have you ever wondered the story of the South African diamonds? Think about De Beers. Think about those expensive diamonds that people wear that come from South Africa. Have you ever wondered the story of that? Well, I had the opportunity, rather we had the opportunity to visit the Great Hall of Kimberley, and I recommend that when you do get a chance, also visit that. It's a lovely place. As you can see, that's the Big Hall, just right there. It's beautiful, especially on a summer sunny day. So this is now more like a museum. As you can see, it's the Big Hole is surrounded by a small little town, or rather it was a small little town. This had everything. I would like to believe this was the birth of the civilization of sub-Saharan Africa. So you would see that in this small little town there was everything. They had hotels, they had bars, they had restaurants. They even had a car dealership, which was very exciting for me. Yeah, as you can see, the auction rooms. They even had savings banks, and just if you check on the ground there, you see tram tracks, which is quite interesting because this is the turn of the 20th century, which is over a century ago. It's quite mind-boggling to know that they had trams that actually worked in this town. Yet in this day and age, we don't have public transport network systems that are working anymore. So yeah, that was quite interesting for me. See, those are the trams. For the beer lovers like myself, you can see that they also had the Craven Hotel Bar. Wow. Yeah, it was not all mining back in the day, right? These people were actually also having a good time. Surely a good time. Okay, that's the bank. Oh yes, another thing, there's actual restaurants and beer places. You can actually grab a cold beer while you're going through this museum. So I found that very cool. So you could, if you get hungry, just go there and grab something to drink or eat. Enjoy the South African beer. So this was the bank, South African Savings Bank. Cool, right? Still there. Remember the days of checks? Well, the Gen Zs won't know that, but my millennials and the previous age groups would know the bank checks. I'm sure this is where it all started. Train lovers. Yeah, I'm sure Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory would really love this. Yeah, Sheldon would really love this. Maybe they must actually do a season of the Big Bang Theory. Wow, in Kimberley. Look at that. They've got all sorts of trains and trams. That was Abraham and Company in importers. Okay, so I believe these were the who's and the who's of this town, the guys that used to import stuff, I guess, from all over the world into South Africa through the Cape Coast. Photoshop. Okay, I know they didn't have Instagram back then, but it looks to me like they're also capturing the moments. Nice. Dunlop. I didn't see that when I was there. I'm actually seeing it now. Okay. Oh yes, that's the dealership. So yeah, when I went into going into this museum actually reminded me of the Peaky Blinders and how they had these cars back in the early 20th century, in the early 1900s. And yeah, it was quite interesting to see them in real life, you know, see the little cooling system in the front, the radiator, the engine, how it works. I mean, as somebody who's not really into cars, I was quite fascinated. I can only imagine what the petrolheads would see in this museum. Very interesting. So these are the diamonds. One interesting thing, fun fact, the value of a diamond is actually based on 4 things according to the guide. So it's the cut, it's the carat, which is the size, it's the color and clarity. So you'd see that these diamonds have got different colors. You see some are green, some are blue. So that also has an impact on how much it will cost. Then the cut, how it's cut, they've got different cuts. Certain cuts are more expensive than the other ones. In the clarity, you'd see some of them sort of like look like they've got impurities in them, and that has got an impact on the value of that diamond. So I see the Dresden green, it looks beautiful. I was quite fascinated because last year I had the opportunity of visiting Dresden in Germany, and when I saw that I was like, wow, okay, I didn't know that my good German friends also made a 10-year. But yeah, there you have it. And one interesting area about the Big Hole is that they actually take you through the underground mine. It was my first time being underground, so this is how it looked like when they went underground. Make sure that you do visit the Big Hole next time you're in South Africa, Kimberley, and the Northern Cape province of South Africa. You do not want to miss out on such a gem. Cheers.